Hello, I'm Pete Martin, longtime mandolinist and private lesson teacher. In this video, we will cover 2 Barry teaching videos. To get the accompanying PDF file, see the description below. Ask any questions you have in the comments section. There are a lot of Barry Harris videos on the net. Many are taught by folks who learned the system from Barry, and some taught by Barry himself. Of the latter, the best I've found are of him teaching at the Hauge between 1989 and 98. They are collected on a website I've linked below called Barry Harris in the Hauge. For this lesson, I will focus on 2 videos, both of which are linked below. They are titled Practicing the Blues with the Horns, Parts 1 and 2. In Part 2, Barry has the class play a solo with lines derived from his teaching method. Most of the line is shown in Part 1 and a very short bit at the beginning of Part 2. The solo is played by the class starting at 2:15 of Part 2. My suggestion is pause this video now and watch all of Part 2, paying special attention to the solo. At the beginning of video number 2, Barry goes through what he calls 3 important arpeggios you can play on a dominant 7th chord. These start on the 1, 5, and 7 note of the dominant scale. Here he looks at them for B-flat 7 chords, so we use the B-flat dominant scale. Learn these here. The 3 important arpeggios for B-flat are on the 1, which is B-flat major, the 5, which is F minor, and on flat 7, which is A-flat major. The next thing Barry teaches is an augmented arpeggio, starting at 146 of the Part 2 video. An augmented chord contains the 1, 3, and sharp 5 of the scale, here the B-flat major scale. These make the notes B-flat, D, and F sharp. He then makes this into a line he incorporates into the solo. See this here. B-flat augmented chord, and the augmented line, 1, 2. Starting at 2:15 of video number 2, Barry has the class play the complete solo. As the class plays it up to speed several times, I thought I'd play it slow for you here. The solo slow, it's at faster speeds on the Blues with the Horns video number 2. 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 1. Four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting at 3:08 of the second video, Barry has the class play the chord scale outlines for jazz blues progression. These are very important to understand as these are the scales we use when improvising. If you know what scale to use, you can then select from several of the melodic devices Barry teaches folks to use. My suggestion is to memorize these scales and look at the chords to see why they are used this way. Jazz blues chord scale outline. 2, 3, 4. My suggestion is memorize and learn this solo and the chord scale outlines for the blues progression. Go through both of the practicing the blues with the horns videos and see how and why Barry taught these lines. You will start to understand the bebop language better and see a great example of the results you can get studying Barry's method. By the way, these two videos were what convinced me to start studying Barry's method. Have fun! I have several videos showing how to make lines from the ideas shown in this series for silver level, which is $5 a month, and above patrons. Check these out at my Patreon channel. Please subscribe, click the bell for notifications, click like, and leave a nice comment as a sacrifice to the algorithm. If you like what you are learning, I ask that you consider supporting my efforts on my Patreon page. Member privileges include early access to videos, exclusive Patreon-only videos and articles, monthly Q&A live stream, and a monthly private lesson. A special thanks to these supporters. You can do this and get a shout out too at patreon.com/Pete Martin. And I'll see you on the next one.